Sun's just coming up. About 7 in the morning. We've been out here about half an hour. The moon's actually still up. I feel like I'm on Tatooine or something. Crazy. Look at all this snow. Got the Ranger over there. We tested the ice. The ice is about 8 inches thick out here. You need about 6 inches to drive those out here. Got the auger. We're all set up in here. Brother, very exciting. There's our hole with our toilet lights. But hopefully the fish will just start biting here. We're gonna drill a few more holes kind of around here. We had a spot over there yesterday, spot over there yesterday. We're gonna try just a few more spots around here if the fish don't start biting pretty quick. Because like I said, the thing about ice fishing, you gotta kind of find the fish and where they are. And they can move, you know, 10 to 20 to 30 feet sideways in either direction, you know, from where they may have been yesterday. So hopefully we can get into it. By the way, this is all stuff I don't tell people about fishing because I don't want other people just going and catching my fish. So if you're watching this video, you're lucky and you write down all that fishing information. Alright, so here we are. Woo! Ice fishing. Bought this light that kind of lights up the hole, which is really cool. I guess I could drill a hole for you guys too later. But this lights up the hole so you can kind of get some light around the hole. And if you don't use it, it's really dark. And at night, it's really, really helpful because you can just kind of see your bobber and everything down there. And it makes the hole look cool. We got a little heater set up. We got a light up there for the night. Pretty awesome little shack. There's the outside. Can't really see too much out there. Some condensation on the window, but we think the crappies are going to start biting pretty quick here. They started biting about this time yesterday. Now, right before the crappies started biting yesterday, we were catching perch, and we've started to catch perch. So, oh, you see my bobber? It's kind of moving a little bit. If it goes down, hand the camera to my brother. Here I go again on my way. Come on, take the fish! Oh, 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 oh.
Oh shit, I got 2!
Giggity.
Hold this.
I can't. You're fucked if you catch 2, man.
Ha ha ha! I thought you were so smart with 2 rods.
Now you can't catch 1 fish. Alright, so right now my brother's outside drilling a couple more holes. We kind of been exploring around looking, because the fish aren't actually biting here right now, so we're gonna try 30 feet that way, 30 feet this way, 30 feet that way, 30 feet that way, drop down a line and see if they're biting over there, and if they are, we'll probably pack up and move. But hopefully, I don't know, we're getting like little bites and bumps and bites and bumps, but the fish aren't actually taking our minnows right now over here, so it's kind of frustrating. We got this huge puddle of water from the heater, so that's exciting. I'm doing the whole 2-rod thing right now. Pretty boss. We got our first big sunfish.
Doesn't want to give up that hook.
Doesn't want to give up the hook. You can't see because the screen's all foggy, but pretty big sunfish. We've been sitting out here all day. Finally we caught 2 fish. We're pretty happy. Can't really see this little tiny thing, but look at the size of this giant fish. Just kidding. It's really, really small. You could eat that. You could use that for bait. We're going to put it back because it's small. Alright, so we have this like fish camera deal that we just got earlier, and we're using it. I'm looking underwater right now at about 35 feet, 40 feet, kind of down in that area. That's how deep we're fishing. We're on the deepest spot. This is actually the really small lake that my dad owns all the land around, so if you compare the picture of it in the summer to what you see right now, you'll see that it's completely frozen. We're trying to catch some fish out here, but so far we have 2 sunfish and 1 crappie, but we'd like to either get like 5 crappies or 10 sunfish, but it seems like the fishing is kind of really slowed down, so we're really searching them out, drilling a lot of different holes, fishing them for 5 minutes at a time, trying to find all the fish, but I don't know, it's not looking so good. The Vikings playing the Packers today in Minnesota. I was going to go to the game with my friend DJ Selfish, but I ended up coming up to the cabin, and I'm not going to be able to do that, but it should be an awesome game. I'm really excited for it. We're going to have a fish fry and watch the game, have a lot of fun. I'm just sitting here watching my bobbers in the hole. I've got the video camera running down that hole right there. There's kind of everything behind it. We've got a tip-up out there. A tip-up is a rod that you can kind of leave. You can't really see. You can see the orange flag out there, but you hook a flag to it. You kind of the flag is sitting like this, and then there's like a metal bar, and the fishing line is hooks down, so when the fish pulls on the fishing line, the bar turns and the flag shoots up, and then that way you know that you have a fish out there, so you can kind of set it, you know, 20, 30 feet away from you, halfway across the lake, wherever you want to set it, you can set it there, and then you can see it from a long ways away. Oh man, having a heater out here is crucial to surviving ice fishing. If you don't bring a heater, you're probably not going to have a good time. There's some hardcore people out there, but we're not hardcore. This setup is just really, really nice. We got a light up here for nighttime. We got our light holes for nighttime. Got the whole setup ready to go. So, alrighty. Well, we'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. You gotta draw slow when we get towards the cabin. Alright, let's get this ranger in there. Oh, so much fun. There's a
Stop it!
It's a bummer Adrian Peterson didn't break the record, but we're going to the playoffs! Alright, we're getting ready to have the Nikki and John fireworks finale here in good old Cable, Wisconsin. Should be pretty awesome. Prepping the show. Got our 162 shot Roman candle. We've got 2 mortars. And then we've got a box of fireworks.
That one's gonna
You gotta hold that one. This is awesome. Lighter up. Nice. Wow.
That's what your own personal July 4th.
That was awesome. The Nikki and John firework finale.
That's how we do it.
Yeah.
Celebrating.
Day 3, ice fishing. It's like 7 a.m. We're about to head out. Try to catch the morning bite. And hopefully we catch a lot of fish. Everything we'll be catching will probably be packed today except if we catch any trout. Because we'll eat those. But let's roll out. Hey, we just made it out to the ice house. It was about a 5-10 minute ranger ride. Really cold. Then I had some water from up here fall down my back, so that was really cold. But we're gonna sit out here for about an hour, try to catch a few crappies, and we're gonna go towards the shore and try to catch some trout. Then we're probably gonna call it quits. It's New Year's Eve, so I have to go back to Northfield, pick up Nikki, and head up to Minneapolis, and we're gonna party pretty hard later. But I'm gonna miss being at the cabin. Hopefully we catch some fish. We're just checking out. He's got his toilet hole. I decided to go without the toilet hole. I think I may have a little bit more of an edge. Well, there comes a point in time when every person realizes how diehard of a real fisherman, ice fisherman they may be. Our heater died, so we're done. We're done ice fishing. There's no heater. It's fucking freezing out here. We didn't catch anything anyways, but we're not going to continue the fishing expedition. We're going to pack up, head in, and then I'm going to head back to Minneapolis and meet up with Nikki for New Year's. But no heater, no ice fishing. It's crucial to your success of ice fishing is having a heater. We're pretty pissed. We're hopefully it's not broken because we just bought it. But we'll see what happens. Alright, so this is our ice fishing rig. Use that. The ice was only about 3.5, 4 inches out there, so we didn't drive out there with the Ranger because that's pretty thin for a Ranger, but we got everything we need. We're ready to roll. We're headed out. boss. Alright, so we got the shack all set up inside. We're gonna let it air out, dry out a little bit. I'm all packed up. I'm ready to head home. Gonna meet up with Nikki for New Year's, so it's always a bummer when you have to leave the cabin. I hate leaving. It's my favorite place to be in the entire world. I was pretty disappointed because I thought Sam and Max were gonna be up here for New Year's, my nephews, but they're actually way down in Minneapolis, so I'll get to see them after New Year's, like New Year's Day and the 2nd and stuff like that. They were gonna be up here for that whole time, but now they're not, so I'm pretty excited about that. We're packed up, I'm ready to go. I got my backpack, car started. I just gotta say hi to everybody, and then I'm gonna head out. And you're coming with me to Minneapolis to see Nikki. I haven't seen Nikki in like 4 or 5 days. Kind of starting to miss her a little bit. I wish you would have came up with me, but I don't know. Whenever I come back to Minnesota, I have to get up to my cabin. I have to go fishing. I have to go hunting. I gotta go through the woods. I just gotta get out in the woods and be a man, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't really get to do that in California like you can in Minnesota, and you don't get the same experience and all that stuff. So I don't know if you guys know, this is my new car right here. The Volvo XC90. It's pretty awesome, but I'll be driving that around for the next 6 months. I might probably try to sell it because it's really expensive to maintain. But pretty pumped up. We'll be driving that back to California, and just gotta throw this in the garage, and I'm gonna head inside and catch up with you guys in a little bit. Alright, so I'm on the road. My brother's gonna stay up here for New Year's, continue to ice fish for a couple more days, ride back with my dad, but I'm headed down to Minneapolis right now. Gonna pick up Nikki, and we are going to head to the cities for New Year's Eve, so it should be a really fun time. I'm really excited, but I'll be home in about 4 hours. I don't know if anything interesting or exciting happens along the way. I'll vlog it, and if not, I'll probably just see you guys next time I see Nikki. So, I don't know, hopefully I've made a whole vlog. It's really a bummer about this camera and the Canon. We just haven't upgraded the battery yet, and it's really a poor decision on our part, because Nikki and I, we have like 6 cameras that we use. You know, we've got GoPros, we've got flips, we've got 2 HD cameras. But so whenever we're not together, we need to split up and switch cameras, and that's when it always gets us. And it's only about twice a year. We're always like, well, it doesn't matter, blah blah blah. But time to get a new battery, I think. There's the wildlife museum that Nikki and I took you guys to last time we were up at my cabin. That's where they have all the stuffed animals that are dressed up, like they have all the chipmunks that are like fishing and throwing dice, and there's raccoons boxing, and they also have the world record muskie that was caught I think in 1920, but the record has been set, broken 6 or 7 times, so it's changed, and that was actually one of the original ones. They have 4 or 5 of the world records in there, and then the other one, the Fishing Hall of Fame, is actually on that side of town. We'll go there next summer, take you guys along. But they have, I think, the current world record, which is massive, almost 57, 58 pounds, something like that, which is a huge, huge freshwater fish. Just cruising along, enjoying the day. Speed limits in Wisconsin, in town, 25 miles an hour, and you can get pulled over for going 30, so I just set the cruise for whatever the speed limit is, wherever I am. Right now it's 25, I'm going 25, but just headed down, back to Minnesota, had a great trip at the cabin, and now I have to go back home to Minnesota. It's kind of a bummer. I love being in the cabin so much. All right, well, let's cruise.